It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Right down. 185.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
93. Hey, Wahoo! Get down, get down!
Throwing on second down. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. And last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company. Carr now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Go, go, go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check, 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 check. Mike 56.
Now Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Mark Charlie. 55. Sunday. Stick guy. Check stick guy.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Slam. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, we're good.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Throwing his car on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Right down, 29, 185.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. 93. 93.
44 Mike. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get the weight room.
Now they'll throw with Carr. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Down, 180.
Mike Fofo. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 7:34.
56, Mike, 56.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right there, 56.
Yo, Chief.
Recon, 132 Fox.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A nice gain of 21 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Down. 280. White Monday.
Here we go again.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Down. 180. Hey, 7:34.
Now Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 55. Oh, you get over here.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Hey, 57, color.
Hey, keep it up. That's 7. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Alpha. 53 to Mike. 53.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score, Raiders 17, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
You're mine. Smooth. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On first down, Carr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. A screen complete to Crowell. And some room to maneuver. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, 59.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Yellow. Wide, get wide. Hey, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Check it back.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
694.
50, Mike, 50.
On 2nd and 1, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey.
5.
50's a Mike. Marcus, defense, Marcus.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Motion. Reset.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yellow. Easy. Delta. 59. 15. Ricky. Switch.
From the 39, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 8-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not... see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now a carry for Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Raiders first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Now, 185. He's right, Chief. 637.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go, 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 go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up on Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, Jacobs. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
All day, dog.
Carr now on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Watch out for Hill on the return. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, we know one bench is jumping up and down in excitement right now after that punt return for a touchdown. Whether they go for a PAT or go for 2 probably depends on the team's philosophy, doesn't it?
Either way, made it a 1-score game. Still a little work to do, though, here in the 4th. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Down. Right 85.
Mike 50. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
808. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, high 7. 15, Mike, 15. Hey, let's get that ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 34.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Raider 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 32 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short.
Good one, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
87's mine. I got 87. Single, exit.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bandit. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, yo, go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this.
15.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike, check. 59.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Running is Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Their catch made it a 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Raiders 45, Chiefs 31.
This will be taken short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Check, check. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Mexico City Diablos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. I think they're going to win those, too.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Forced out to his left. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Check pass, check pass.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Mike Popo. We got it.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Come on, let's go. Truck. 57's the mic. Right up.
Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, alert 3. Check 26, check 26.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Twist. Keep. Turn up. Turn up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the 41, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
380. 14.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, got it right. Watch that in. 3 down, 3 down.
Wilson operating from the gun. They'll roll him out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And down he'll go at the 25. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Let's go.
To throw is Murray. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And touchdown. And he is about can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Check. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Here we go. Mike Popo. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the 27, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
SOS.
First down, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Trey Flowers picks it. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 pick, yes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
57.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On second down, Johnson. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hatchet. Let's go. Come on. Let's 57. Henry. Watch the slant. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check 99. Yo, banjo.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Mike 57.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike's 57. Watch the run.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Andy Isabella, as the first half is winding down. And his guys have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, squeeze. Do.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Check the flag. Check right 54. Mike, 22, jet cover. 22, jet cover.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Zoom. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike's 54. Mike, hut. Tackle.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Check, check. I got it.
On first down, Wilson. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third down.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Check 15. Check 15. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Twist.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Spy over on me. No. Check. He's checking. Crash. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 54.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Here we go. Dick down. Check Dick down. Slam.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Murray now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Henry running right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's going to be a long long day. That's going to be a long day.
Quick dance, quick dance.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready? Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
All day, pump.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Twist.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Rush in. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Chance. Hey, watch it. Check nine.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's get off the field, D.
Check. Lucky. Show it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
57 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Switch.
Check 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He goes down.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike. Here's Jamie Gillen. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big run there by Gurley, and even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
14, got it.
Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the... defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Murray now, 9 of 17 through the air.
Rap. No.
49, check 49.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go now. 10, touchdown. Oh. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Mike's 57's right.
On second and 11 now. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Wide. Get wide. Check. Check it back. Go. Keep moving, boys. Moving.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on. On and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
He's not going to get me.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. I got one. Mike.
And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. He'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Wilson, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I don't think you got some. Right there. 54, right there, right there. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill. Hayward.
Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
I got you. Switch.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Got it. 54 is Mike. Shut up. 54. I'm coming after you. Kill. Go get him.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, watch out. Check right, 54.
Now Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike, 28. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike, 28. That's up. Let go.
He's back to throw.
Here we go.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here we go. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Here we go. Check. Hey, hold up.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.